Morning. Yeah. I've got a story. I got a few stories to tell today. I realized I didn't upload my last video from last week, so I need to do that today. My truck is having lots of issues, so that's out of commission now. So I'm using my father-in-law's Wrangler, and it doesn't have a great heater, and it's only getting colder and windier, so that'll be fun today while I go get groceries. Also, I heard a really good story, well, unfortunate story. When me and my wife were at a wedding just the other day, we were talking about real estate because that always comes up, because when people ask what I do, we talk about it. And then the funny thing is, as a realtor, I don't have to talk about real estate or like bring it up. I can say I'm a realtor, and then people just start talking about rates, housing market, everything. Just bring it up themselves. So I got a good story about that, about some illegal behavior from other realtors that I heard about, which was disturbing. And then, and then we can talk about my truck too, but I'm going to go get myself together this morning, so give me a minute. That's better. I at least look presentable. A little bit. I should have messed up. Well, I was going to say I'm going to tell my stories on the ride to go get groceries and do some errand running this morning. And then I realized, well, I didn't realize. I had forgotten. I can't do that. I don't have anything to mount this to, so I'm driving a manual. You got to drive. I wish more people had to drive manuals. I think the roads would be safer. Because you can't sit on your phone, you can't record videos, you can't watch videos, you can't do anything. You have to drive. And just, it'd save a lot of people in terms of being distracted. So, my truck, excuse the phlegm. My truck, we brought it over to my father-in-law's, who has a code reader. And he pulled it up, and he's like, it looks like a Christmas tree. I'm like, good. That's exactly what I want to hear about my truck. So, just a little backstory. It's a 2020 Chevy High Country 1500. It's got the 3.0 diesel in it. I bought the truck because it was nicer than what I had before. And I was excited about the fuel economy improvement because my last truck was a 3/4 ton gasser that got almost half the fuel economy I'm getting now. And so I was like, that'll save me some money because I drive so much with real estate, and I'll be better off for it. I've had nothing but engine codes and issues pretty much since I bought it. The first go around, I had very similar issues with knocking and not running smoothly and just problems. Brought it in. They told me that I put gas in a diesel truck, which I vividly remember going to a diesel pump and putting diesel in it. But they were insistent that I put gas in it. So I said, okay, what do we got to do to fix it? Well, they said they had to drop the tank and empty it and whatever. So $1,000 later, fixed my truck. Put something new in it too. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then they also told me I didn't have an exhaust leak, which I thought that's what the emissions code was on. Which I do have an exhaust leak. It's about halfway back. So when it idles after being heated up, it rattles so bad. I have to turn my truck off at drive-thrus because it's so noisy. It's like an old diesel truck when it's idling. Anyways, so I'm taking it that was at the dealership that I bought the truck from, so I'm taking it to another dealership where I used to work and I trust a little bit more than that one, and hopefully they'll fix it this go around and not have to worry about it. But I'm seriously considering getting a gas truck again, because I'm so tired of this BS. I haven't been able to use my remote start since I bought the truck, pretty much. I maybe could do it twice, but because I've had a code the whole time, I haven't been able to use it. And frankly, I just haven't had time to go to the shop, get it fixed, and come back like what I think it is. And now it's acting up real bad again, and I can't even drive it. So 6 months later, we're back in the same problem again. So we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you informed on how that is. I've got an appointment December 2nd or 3rd, unfortunately, so I'll be driving the Wrangler until then, which is funny because it's got 150,000 miles on it, but they get a bad rep for not being reliable. Yeah. Anyways, my wife's Jeep Grand Cherokee, 120,000 miles on it. Again, so I might be going back to a Chrysler product, which is crazy to think because I thought getting a Chevy, I grew up with Chevys, that would be the better vehicle, but turns out I might be wrong, and so that's my vehicle rant. I'll let that go from there. Let's go. Ooh. Almost missed the step there. Man, I think that happened almost last time too. I'm so jealous of these guys on TikTok and Instagram posting videos of them riding around on their motorcycles still. And it's like 30 out right now. I would love to take my bike. Not grocery shopping necessarily, but out for a ride. But I will not suffer that much for this. Throw some stuff in here. I swapped out my vest for a jacket just because it's too cold. And I'm lucky enough that I got my mom's jeans where I'm always cold. Hopefully I didn't get too dirty after just rubbing that. All right. Oh. It's always fun getting in this thing. Where'd you go? There it goes. Fucking love it. Absolutely love it. Let's see if I can I stick this somewhere? Where? No, that won't fit there. It'll just fall through there. How about here? Can I set you right there? Can't find a spot to set you. Let's see if I can just do this then. Maybe. Possibly. Who knows? Clutch in. Oh, look at that. So I was wrong about the mileage. We're at 176,000 miles. Crazy. All right, guys. Well, obviously, like I said before, can't really film while I'm riding, driving, whatever the heck I'm doing. Let's go to Aldi. So, just made it back. Exciting stuff, I know. Didn't film it because it's grocery shopping. Quick thing here. If you don't shop at Aldi, what are you doing? You can't complain then about grocery prices then if you don't shop at Aldi. I got meals for my wife and I for the whole week, meal planning, and food for making food to share at Thanksgiving for $60. I went to Hy-Vee to get 3 items. It cost me $15. So a quarter of my whole week's worth of food in 3 items. And it was just 7-Up, artificial, not real vanilla, artificial vanilla, and cottage cheese. And it wasn't even like Land O'Lakes or anything. It was Hy-Vee cottage cheese. And it was $15. So be wise where you shop. And I only bought those things because Aldi didn't have them. So I'm going to go have lunch. And I'll fill you in kind of with the game plan for the week. Let's go in. All right. Just finished lunch today. And got everything put away from grocery shopping. But I wanted to fill you guys in on that a little bit of story time here from the open house. I haven't done an open house in a minute. I need to. No, for the wedding. Words are hard, apparently. The wedding we just went to. So I was sitting there chit-chatting with the people around our table because other than the bride and groom, we didn't know anybody there. Just because that's the way it is sometimes. Got sat with a bunch of lovely people, and we were having conversations and talking about what we do and everything like that. And obviously real estate came up. We were chit-chatting, and one of the guy was talking about how his buddy, a realtor, that they helped him out their last house. Let me rewind a little bit, because he asked me about commissions and everything, because that had changed in August and nationwide and whatnot, and some other paperwork had come up. And so we were chit-chatting about that, and he's like, I explained the structure to him and everything like that. And he's like, oh yeah, well, my buddy, when we were looking for places, would like tell us, oh no, we're not going to go look at this one because it doesn't pay 3%. We'll go look at this one or it doesn't pay 3%, so we're going to go look at this one that pays 3% or whatever. So he would steer them based on his commission where to go buy a house. I'm sorry. No, absolutely not. First off, it's not legal to steer people based on commission, or in any way, frankly, just because you want them to go one way or the other. That's absurd. Secondly, that's not a very good friend if he's more worried about his paycheck than what home you're getting, where you're going to raise your family, where you're going to grow old together. Absolutely not. And I told him to his face, I said, frankly, that's illegal. You shouldn't be doing that. And luckily, with the new rules, he can't really do that because they're now hidden, the commissions. So, which is good in that sense, where you don't have slimy realtors like that push people one way or the other based on commission. And frankly, you already have a contract set up where that, for example, if the seller's offering 3%, but I only have a contract for 2.5%, I'm only getting paid 2.5%. That's what is owed to me. I don't care how much it doesn't matter how much they're paying out on the sell side. I'm only getting 2.5%. Granted, I could do some things in paperwork to ask for that 0.5% more. However, what I would rather do, and what I have done in different, because I, again, already made that contract, I prefer to use that 0.5% and ask for that to be put towards closing costs, a reduction in price, so on and so forth, because the sellers are already willing to give up that 0.5%. Why not use it as leverage to help get a discount for your clients? And guess what? My last transaction when I did that, they're very happy about that because I saved them money and I didn't try and put it in my own pocket. And I know for a fact, next time they go buy a house, or if they know anybody that's going to buy a house, I'm going to work with them because I prove right there that I'm not 100% like focused that, oh, I got to get my money. It's all about my money. No, I want to get the people I work with a good deal, a good home, and everybody happy. Again, I already have my contract. I'm already comfortable with the number I have. And if I'm not, then I won't agree to that contract. Pretty simple. So that's my little ramble tangent going off of. If any realtor you're working with starts doing stuff like that, I'm just going to say nicely, run. Rip up the contract, you're done, run. Because they're not working in your best interest, and they're violating their fiduciary duties to you. Plain and simple. Don't work with them. If you live in Minnesota, I would be happy to work with you because I will honor those duties and I want to get you the best home for you, not for my paycheck, for you. That's all I got. I'm going to leave it there because I got nothing more to say. Just same stuff. Oh my God, I just could not believe it. I'm like, oh my God, dude. He's like, oh yeah, we already have a realtor. And that was after the fact too. That's what cracked me up is like, oh yeah, I said that's illegal. You can't do that. That's not something he should be doing. He's like, and I said, well, in the future, yeah, if you are looking for a home. He's like, oh no, we'll work with him. And I was like, Jesus, dude, why? If it's your friend, they wouldn't be doing this to you. Your enemy, sure. Somebody that doesn't like you, absolutely. But somebody that cares about you genuinely would not be doing that to you. So, yeah. Yeah, it's recorded. Good. Just double checking. So I had a mental breakthrough on how I don't have to buy new hardware while building. Because, frankly, the downside of living in the middle of, I'll call it the middle of nowhere, like 40 minutes away from anything, is it's a pain to go get anything you need. And I really just didn't feel like jumping back in the car, driving hour and a half round trip. Just get some screws. Like, that's dumb to me. So I thought, well, what if I countersink them in a little bit with a drill bit so that the head of the screw can be pulled in to the material more. It won't go all the way through it. But yeah, it worked out great. So now we got handles. Woohoo! And that way I can finish the recycle and the trash today too, which will be fantastic. And then I also plan on doing, let me jump back real, excuse me, got the burps here. I think I'm going to cut out this piece and that piece today, get that in there. I don't have enough material, like I said before, for the rest of the panel pieces because I don't have a vehicle anymore that can go grab 4x8 sheets of plywood, which stinks. So yeah, we'll have to figure that out in the short term, how we're going to make that work, just because on December 3rd is when my truck's supposed to be in. However, it's in the shop now and just waiting to be looked at. So yeah, I will show you how I got this next one situated here for the recycle and garbage, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you enjoy. I swapped sweatshirts too just because I didn't want to get covered in sawdust on my black sweatshirt, which is a little bit nicer shape than this one, but either way. All right. Oh, Sam's helping me out. Yeah, I gotta pick up a piece of trash. Yeah, we do. I got blown in from somewhere. Luckily the sun came out. It's really nice now. Either way, I'm going to do some sanding, so enjoy. Real quick, obviously you saw me sanding that. It's not meant to be a final sand. I got some hole filling to do. I'm just saving myself a little time down the road so I can not have to do as much in the spring once I can open the windows and prime and paint. So my goal right now is to just build every single door, get them all mounted, get them all pretty, and then that way we can move stuff into the kitchen. Because as soon as we get stuff moved in the kitchen, we can get stuff moved out of the closets. So let's go install this puppy. Oh, that works pretty nice, actually. Oh, did you lose track of me? Subject lost. I'm lost forever. That's all right. At least it is. Why is that not? What the heck is this? How is that so unsquare? That's nuts. How did I... So if this side is nice and square, that's way... Let me do this real quick. Well, I don't even want to nail it. So if I we'll just get it nice and buttoned up to this side, just so we see. And then, what the heck is that? That is not square. So when I adjusted it, it must have shifted out a square, which is very, very annoying. Yeah, back to the drawing board on this one. I'm gonna have to glue it up again and then and break the glue off of it, and try again. Dang it. Either way, this is what it is. We'll get this one, the hardware on that one, since I'm sitting down here anyways. I'm going to square up this faceplate again. And then I'm going to call it a day on that. Like just working on the cabinets. Because enough things are not going right where I know where to just be like, okay, I'm being told I should be done. And so I'm going to be done. I'm going to clean up and square up this plate or face piece, and we'll call her good for the day. So, oh man, nothing more irritating than like when you're trying and things keep failing, even though you're trying different ways, different types, whatever. Just demoralizing, to put it simply. So let's try again and get this one squared up and see how bad it was, and we'll go from there. I put that. Let's see how to square. Oh, it's broken. Wonder when that happened. That's square. That's square. Well, according to my broken one. We're only slightly out of square. How odd. So, like you saw, I had it all put up, and it was like, I had like a 1/8 of an inch gap there on one side. But I came out here with a square that's pretty close to square, and it's just about right. What do you want to do? Because the handles are in. I'm going to have to make this off square a little bit. I'll have to shift it a little bit where, like, looking at it, this side is a little bit up. Son of a gun. Why can never anything go, like, perfectly easy? That's why the more I do woodworking, the more I build, the more respect I have for those guys that build homes and custom furniture and all this stuff, because it is far, far, far from easy. Yeah, far from easy. All right, let's get this squared up. And if you came watching this YouTube channel thinking that I'm going to learn how to be an expert woodworker, don't learn from me. I am not a woodworking expert. Sam, I'm not playing with you. I'm just trying to get the glue out. Hi. Yeah. Get down. So hopefully it's entertaining, at least. Yeah, hopefully it's more entertaining than it is painful for me. Just because it is so frustrating watching and knowing these guys that can build beautiful works of art, woodwork, and then you go try and do it, and you're like, can't be that hard. Sure enough, it's that hard. Just threw a little bit extra glue in that one to clamp it down. I'm using these big clamps now that I bought because they can put more, too much pressure. More pressure on there so I can hopefully get a better seal and adjust them. We're just going to try something. We're going to throw a little extra glue in the seam, if it'll let me. Oh, that actually worked pretty well. Just force it. I guess and shut it. And then let's try. What a day. I feel like I've not hardly done anything today, which is frustrating because it just takes so long to grocery shop, but I suppose getting groceries is important. But there we go. Come on, cameraman, what are you doing? You're not following me. There we go. That is the hardest part about filming yourself and not having anybody else to help, like as a cameraman. Because, like, I'm talking to somebody, I got no head. I'm just talking to you. There we go, right there is max. Which is irritating. Because, like, I know what I need it to look like. I got to finish gluing this up, clean it off a little bit. Let's flip it around. Yeah, you talk to him. Come here. Come closer. Yeah. You tell him. What are you sad about? You getting on Grandpa's truck? You helping? Yeah, thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. Think this one will work? No? Alright, let's go inside, bud. There's no sticks out here for you. Nope, there's not. Come on. Oh, you got a little chunk of wood. Sink. Those are all glued up. Well, shoot. Why don't we grab these? It says sink. So these are all the sink drawers, I think. So, you know, I said earlier how I'm like, I'm done. Nothing's working right. I'm a glutton for punishment. Let's keep trying. Why not? Why not? So are those all those? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, sweet. I didn't realize that. Oh, I gotta pry that off. This is gonna be real fun. So I gotta do dishes, obviously. Get these faces off. And this obviously is glued on there and nailed on. Oh, just a couple nails. That shouldn't be too bad. And those are just obviously unscrew. So yeah, I'm going to throw you back in the tripod and we'll see how she goes. Should I... Let me show you what I'm working with. Should I just go ham and rip this whole piece off because it's attached and then just reattach a new piece? Or do I try and make it work properly? I think what I'm going to do is try and make it work properly, and then if I can't get it ripped off, I'll just cut a new piece. Luckily, it'll only be one of them I'll have to redo, which would be good. So, forgive me for my camera work. I am new to this. Sorry for me just talking to you like this, obviously. We're new here. It always works so much easier when you have the right tools. So I bought this mini trim puller. Fantastic. I already got these off. I didn't even have time to film it because I was just like, oh, I'm going to give it a shot. There's some goofy stuff that people do in houses. Like this door here, that was here, was screwed on and like to the back. Like, why? Just nail it in. Just, I don't understand. I'm confused too because this one used to be a drawer as well, just from the plate setup. So I'm like wondering where the sink used to be. Because typically the sink's right there, or maybe these cabinets weren't originally for this house. I don't know. But either way, we gotta take off a bunch of doors. I was told laying on your back on the floor helps relieve stress. Does that include having a dog on you too? Oh. Anyways, let me show you why I'm laying on the floor. Watch out, Sam. Move. I got one ab muscle. Let me use it. Oh. 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 Watch out. Ah, you're so loving. It's too much. Yes. Hi. You want to tell the story? You do? Well, you don't know what story I'm telling. So, watch out. Alright. This cluster duck over here. None of the doors I made fit. Just none of the doors fit. Back to it. None of the doors fit. The drawers are too wide. For that side, they're just too wide. Even that piece isn't right. So this whole section that I had glued up and ready to go does not work. Sorry for the camera work. I'm fighting with my dog right now. Sam, go. Just go. I need a minute. Thank you. So I got to figure out what the heck I'm doing. I got to get new lumber to rebuild it all. And it's now 4:10, 4:11. I don't have time to go to the hardware store because my number one goal is to make sure that when my wife gets home, things are picked up and she has a hot meal ready to go. Unfortunately, things are not picked up and I didn't take out the chicken for dinner. So I got to figure out another dinner we're doing this week that hopefully she'll be all right with because usually she picks them in a certain order. Anyways, long story short, I effed up, and it's frustrating, and that's it. I mean, that's really it. So I got to clean this place up, vacuum, clean up all the dirt. Now that I took the drawer out, I can't use it now because the drawer face I ripped off because I thought that fits, but it doesn't. Maybe that'll be the one thing I do build, is I'll build that drawer out. But the problem is, stop it, Sam. You're so needy, and I don't need it right now. I know. You know I'm stressed right now. Thank you. Go. Go, please. Go, please. Thank you. My goodness. Again, needy dogs. Go. Now. I might just make a makeshift cabinet door for that and just slap it in there so we have a drawer for our silverware at least. I think I'm going to do that. Oh, here comes Norman now. Good. Pray for me. That's all I can say is pray for me. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I love you too. So I finally had something good, an easy workout for me today. Let me show you real quick. As I showed earlier, I had to break this faceplate because it was glued to it. But I had a piece of scrap wood that was 3/4 inch thick that fit almost perfectly. I mean, it's not going to be seen by most. And you know what? It's glued up. It fits nicely. It's perfect. It works. So we got the drawer back, which is nice. So at least I got that. I haven't put the new plate, the faceplate on, just because I'm not exactly sure the dimensions I need for that. I know the height, which I have like this board cut out already, which is just fine. But the problem is I don't know about the width, just because of how those hinges work. I haven't just decided. Either way, because I need about 1.25 inches of overhang in terms of how the door sits. Even though I just spun you around, let's do it again. So it's about 1 inch right here of overhang. But I want everything to line up nicely with the doors shut. However, if I do it that way on this, I don't know exactly. Well, maybe I could do the math for that, just because I know that's about 1 inch overhang. If we flip around here, if I shut that, I just make sure it's got about 1 inch overhang on one side, on that side, because I think I'm going to do one door now that I'm looking at this again. Just to open this way, and this one to open this way, and this will be probably, I think, a double door there, or a single, because it's a double door currently. I don't know. I'll think about this one. But either way, I need about 1 inch overhang, so maybe if I just cut it and mount it so it's maybe just a little bit over to the left, just enough overhang, that might work now that I'm talking out loud. See? Thanks for your help. I appreciate it. So maybe I'll work on that while I'm doing this, but I'm not going to film it just because it's been a pain and I just want to get this done. I have enough hurdles to get over than just filming and creating a story at least. Hopefully it's something entertaining. That's what I'm trying to do. So either way, I'm going to keep charging this puppy and while I'm working, and I'll see you in a minute. I was able to do some measurements and do a good estimate of where that board is going to stick on the side here, so when I attach the door, it'll all look flush. Only issue is this top drawer on the left side is going to run in directly with the top drawer on this side because of the handles. So I have to figure out how I want to make that look. Do I just leave it without a handle and do a little router piece on the top so you can stick your hands in there? Do I leave these without handles too? Just because, I mean, that might look nice, honestly, because if this doesn't have a handle, this won't have a handle, that's not a drawer, and that's not a drawer. So if I do all of that across, it'll look very uniform. I don't know. I gotta talk to the foreman about that when she gets home. See what she thinks. We'll go from there. I might just throw on this next piece here just because I know where things need to be. Where are we at? Here we go. I know where things need to be on that one. Yeah, we'll just tack it up with a couple nails. That way I can have it up there and it looks finished, but if I need to come back and fix anything, I can just pull it off with those little finishing nails and we're good to go. Nice and easy. No matter how hard your day's been, if you felt you've tried your best, even if you haven't even made 1% progress in the day, but you put everything into it and it didn't go your way, you deserve something to take care of yourself, to make yourself happy by the end of the day. And that's what I'm doing for myself. The kitchen was nowhere near where I wanted to be by the end of the day, and that's okay. I had a lot of things not go my way, which was really frustrating. But I'm going to open up one of my little lights I got for the office upstairs. And obviously I'm in the downstairs office right now, which will be a future bedroom. But I want to open it just because it'll make me happy. And I'll enjoy it. And I want to see what it looks like. And they're easy enough to move. So it's one of the Govee, what is it? RGBICW Floor Lamp Basic. I don't know. It was on sale. You buy two for like $100. I was like, why not? Because eventually, if they work out well and the app works well, we probably will get some of the permanent Christmas lights that you can put in your house too and use the app and everything like that. So I wanted to try out their stuff, see how the software goes. So I'm going to open up one, but I'm going to save the other one for later, and I'm going to film that. But I'm just going to open this one up, throw it in the corner, and I'll show you what it looks like. So I got my little light set up, and Norman finally getting the attention he deserves. Yeah, cute boy. Yeah, you are. Anyways, I think this is going to be a wrap for it, but let me show you real quick. It's a mess in the office still, but check this out. So it's about 4 feet tall, and right now I have it on sunset, and there's a whole bunch of other things I can set up for it. Like, all right, we're gonna leave it on Dreamlight. There's all sorts of, here, let me show you that. There's all sorts of good stuff you can do too. So I'm gonna dig more into this once I set up the upstairs office. I'll do a full like unboxing video too. Like, I've got lots of videos I want to shoot, which I'm surprised that I have so many I want to do, but it's just fun. It's a lot of work, but it's fun. So now I got to edit videos. I'm still behind on one of my videos I was supposed to post on Friday or Saturday. So, you know what? I'm trying to get in a rhythm. We'll figure it out as it goes. And it is what it is. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, especially if you stayed to the end, all the way through all this BS and everything. If you can like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. I'm looking to build a channel. I don't know what it's going to look like, but right now it's just vlogs and stuff I'm passionate about. I'm kind of thinking it'll be similar to Jerry Rig Everything kind of a thing, where he just does his own stuff and whatever makes him happy, and he talks about his passions and go from there. So we'll see where the road leads us, and thanks again. We'll see you guys later.